In today's video, we're going to talk about DIY boards. This is used to create and customize your own boards and structure them to suit your company's needs. First, we have to create boards. So head on over to User Customization, Configuration, Groupware. Under Groupware Board Setup, click on DIY Board. Here you can make a menu group, which is a form of categorization. For instance, when we press New and name this as DIY Board and save, now we can make a board here, Test Board. You can choose to determine which category it will go under. I will choose the DIY board. And if you would like, you can select a board to copy from the existing ones. Once you're done, you can go back to Groupware, DIY board. You can see that the DIY test board has been made and its menu has been categorized. Now, if you click on the test board, when you press New, the information you can put in is quite limited. So what you do is press Option and click on DIY Input Management. Here you can decide what kind of elements to add. By clicking on Add, you can decide to put a text type, numeric types, code types, date types, and long text types. Here I will be putting in text types, numeric types, and some code types. Here, let us start with the code type. When you click Setup, you can change the display name. And you can set up a code type. Here, you can use what's existing in ECOUNT, such as the employee pick button. I will be setting the display name and the code type like so. And you can change the numeric type 1 to contract amount. And if you're trying to give an incentive to the employee by 10% of the contract amount, you can also press Setup for the numeric type. Call it incentive, and when you press default unset, select it as formula and click setup. Here we will choose numeric type 1 and multiply that by 10%. If you would like, you could also change the text type 1 into like remarks. As for text type 2 and code type, you can link so that they bring each other's information, such as when we set up a code type and decide to bring in a vendor. And if you would like to bring the vendor information, press vendor info in the display name, and under default we press text code type linked field, and what we would like to link is the code type 2. And what we want to connect it to is the information here. For instance, phone number. When you're done, press apply. Make sure to move it around so that it fits your need, and press setup to change the name. Furthermore, by clicking add, you can make your own code type. By clicking setup and clicking on the magnifying glass, you can press new to make your own. So let's say, for instance, we are going to make a field name called contract status and choose the different display forms. I will be choosing a drop-down. Under contract status, we can register the type of codes. Click new. Here, set up a code name and the field name. Here I have made 3 contract codes. Click and apply. I'm going to change the display name into contract status. Once you're done, you can also add attachments where you can attach files. You can also move around the objects, resize them to your needs. Once you're done, make sure to click save. When you click new, you can see the board that we have made. So if you have any remarks, you can add them. Choose the employee, the contract amount, say this amount of money is 10%, so it's that, along with the vendor information. Like so. If you would like, you can see that it's a drop-down of options that we have made. You can save them. If you need to change something, you can always press on Option and go to Input Screen Setting, where you can change the data from here, like moving around, resizing this value, and saving it. You can see the effect applied. So this was the video on how to make a DIY board that suits your company's needs by using numeric types, code types, and text types.